Hello! After 4 years living in this apartment, we're moving once again. And the fun part is that these freaking bookshelves we have, well, these are rather empty, these are rather empty, this is rather empty, and here we have, well, today's total is 15 boxes filled with books going out from the door today. And we're living top floor. Thank you. So a little catch up would be appropriate to do since I've been silent for a year. Well, as you already know, we're moving after living in our current apartment for something like, well, actually a bit over 4 years, because our daughter is going to school and we're living too far away from schools, and it would be kind of a hazard move to put a 7-year-old to walk 2 kilometers to school, especially when she's walk this way, oh look, a butterfly. So not good. And we've been, well, packing for the last something like week and a half or so. But that's the biggest change we have had. I mean, I'm still in the same job, doing the same thing, still in 2 bands. Well, the only change is that what comes to Two Wolves, Ilkka, our lead vocalist, quit the band early this year, and we're going to the studio. Actually, 2 weeks from now, we're going to the studio to record the 3rd Two Wolves album, and we're going to do it without kind of a main vocalist, because we still have 4 guys in the band who can sing, and we have a guest vocalist to do all the growling, because none of us can do that. I mean, we can do that Cookie Monster thing, but putting that stuff on a record, no way, no way. And I also got back into PC gaming early this year after being away from it for what, 15 years, something like 13, 14 years. And I'm having a blast actually, because the games are a whole lot better than what they were in late 90s, early 2000. And my current favorite games are actually Battlefield 3 and Titanfall. Some people say that Titanfall gets boring very quickly, but, well, not in my case. And I would also like to stream Rage, but that can't be done because you can't play the game. I mean, Rage. You can play the game, but when you open up OBS and OBS hooks into the game, it crashes. And that's a well-known problem. As you can see from the just browsing through forums, that's known problem. And I also got into streaming during this year, and that was just because, well, I like to play video games and I like to make vlogs. I like to be interactive with people. I like to communicate with people. But when you're making vlogs, this is a delayed form of communication. I'm doing the video, upload it, people will comment, hopefully will comment, then I'll reply to them. But there's a delay between those things. But when you're streaming, it's in real time. It's real-time communication. I can chit-chat with people and all that. And I'm actually liking it, although there are some hardcore gamers who can't stand watching my streams, because in my stream it's, well, my attention is 40% to the game and 60% to the chat. So I'm getting killed constantly, but that's the way I like it. I mean, KD ratio doesn't mean anything to me, so why not? Just having a blast with people and playing the game on the side. And that's about it, mainly. I mean, I also have, as some of you know, I also have a Finnish daily vlogging channel, and it has become, you know, somewhat successful, and I'm still going to do that. And as I said earlier, I've committed myself to make dailies for 5 years, because 1 year is, well, that's easy thing to do basically. Month is easy thing to do. Week is even easier. So 5 years. If YouTube still exists, and if it's not going to get too costly, because it's always possible that YouTube's going to, that you have to pay in order to be able to upload videos. That's always a possibility. Not, well, it's not here yet, but it can be, it might be. And it has also been interesting to see how YouTube has changed in less than a year and a half. I mean, now we have this Google Plus integration that I made a video earlier, and that was kind of my first thoughts about the whole thing, but now it's actually working. Only problem is that you don't have an inbox anymore on YouTube. It's all the means to communicate on YouTube are now going through Google Plus, which is okay to me because I've been using Google Plus since it first went public. So it's not a problem to me, and I actually like using Hangouts on Air and something like that, and those things, because again, it's real-time communication. And I've been thinking about making a public hangout on this channel, but I don't think if there are enough people interested to watch it and participate. But that's a thought. You always have to have plans. And even if you're not doing anything to move those plans forward, or taking those plans to another step, but you always have to have plans. And as I said yesterday, or in that video I uploaded yesterday, I have no idea what I'm going to do for this channel. Some random everyday things. And for me that's what vlogging is about. It's about random everyday things. Unless you have something, you know, heavier to talk about. But I've always been not that great when it comes to making this kind of topic heavy video. So these things are good for me. Just turn on the camera, start talking. So there will be a lot of randomness, and me so like it. I was about to go home, but as you can see, there's a rainbow. And if you look there, that's a few hundred meters that way. It's all foggy. And also there, it's kind of foggy. Which means that it's okay, just raining. So I'm not going to go home just yet because I don't have an umbrella. It was supposed to be a sunny day. Well, let's camp out here. Flow, river, flow! This is kind of intense. I mean, just a few seconds ago that drain pipe was actually flooding, pushing stuff quite heavily. And what the weather forecast said, that today is hot and sunny, and this was very unexpected to happen. Well, at least now it's cool for a while, because during the last few weeks it's been hot and sunny almost 24/7. So this is kind of nice, cooling down a bit, me so like, because I have a thermostat of a penguin. When it's over 20, it's hot. Some people are saying, oh, it's warm and nice. For me, it's hot. And now it's been almost 30 degrees above for the last few days. So this was kind of nice, and it already stopped. This was intense, kind of a 5-minute rain shower. Only problem is that all the windows of our apartment are open at the moment and there's no one home. Let's go check out the damage. I've been out almost the whole day. It's now something like 10:30, 10:30 p.m. I'm still outdoors. Well, actually, I paid a visit at home. Is that the word? Well, anyway, I went to check if there's that much water in our apartment. And actually, that rain was this kind of a line rain. There was this clear line between wet, completely dry. And it was actually right behind that building that I shot the last clip. Right there, about, what, 25 meters the other way. There was this clearly visible line. Wet, no wet. Oy. Wonders of nature. Well, anyways, I'm probably going to do somewhat daily uploads for the next few days, just to get back into the groove of making videos in English. And those videos will be random, as I already said. But it's nice to get back into the groove quickly, so I won't be stumbling all that much, or at least that I'll be stumbling less than I am stumbling now, because it's hard to find words. When you're talking to a camera, it's a whole different thing when you're talking to a person who can correct your vocabulary and help finding the words and all that. But it's kind of hard to make videos in English. But anyways, I'm gonna go. See ya.